Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the 9th lecture of Lunch400. It is my utmost pleasure to be able to return your beloved Professor Dr. Myra Panda to provide you with this newest material. I'm certain some of you may have some questions about my whereabouts, and I will give you a brief update. Do not worry. Where was Dr. Myra Panda for these last 2 weeks? Well, simply put, there's really no way to sugarcoat this. I was fighting my way through the 7 layers of hell. But that is all behind us at this point. I am here now, and I am able to provide you with this lecture, which is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. Cryptids and their importance within our modern world. These are the most lovable creatures that walk among us, and I'm very excited to be able to talk about them today. A little background, a little bit of justification, but why are we learning about cryptids? What do they do for us? What do you gain from learning about them and understanding them? Well, let's look at some examples. Here's a television show. Here's another cryptid-based television show. Here's a third separate cryptid-based television show. Simply put, I'm showing you how to get rich and become wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. But to become wealthy, you need to know about the cryptids. These men don't just wander around the deserts looking for Bigfoot. No, they know about Bigfoot, and so they know where to go, how to draw them out, etc. So, we're going to be talking about, of course, there are hundreds of defining features of cryptid, but we will just narrow them down to 3 quick points. We will talk about their appearance. What does a cryptid look like? We'll talk about their location. This should be pretty self-explanatory. We're going to go over this one really quickly, but it's just their habitat. And then finally, their ecology. This one we will go into a little more detail about, of course. Now, appearance of a cryptid is the same as their identity. A cryptid and how they look is immediately associated with how you feel about them, what they might do, where they might be found. All of these can be wrapped up into the appearance of a cryptid. So let's take a look at a few quick examples. I'm going to pop 3 up on the screen. Here's 3 pretty popular cryptids, right? And each one of them, we can see they are visually distinct from one another. All of these 3, it would be pretty blasphemous to say that any of them are very similar. You can maybe find some superficial ones, arms, legs, a head, but essentially they're separate. Now, the biggest thing about the appearance of a cryptid, and we're going to explore these, we're going to explore this a little more in the next 2 aspects, but it's that their appearance will allude to their ecology and will mirror their habitat as well, right? So if we look at the werewolf there, we can clearly tell that the amount of furries they might live in a colder area because they're a wolf. They probably eat some kind of meat. And we can do the same with the assumptions that the other 2. Mothman clearly flies, is clearly attracted to light in some way, probably lives or is most active at night. The Smurf fan there, the blue Smurf cat, clearly lives in the forest, hunts snails, With a little bit of a warmer area, there's no shirt. We can tell about them because of their appearance. It tells a story. Location, now quickly speaking, location is heavily tied to their ecology because where you are found will directly relate to what you do in that area. We're going to go with this very quickly because it should be pretty self-explanatory. Location is your habitat. So if we look at one quick example, the Loch Ness Monster is obviously confined to Loch Ness in Scotland. You can find other examples, of course, Bigfoot in the Pacific Northwest, Chupacabra down in the Southwest United States, etc., etc. But nevertheless, it's equally as important because where you are and where you inhabit is oftentimes your ecology. Ecology is a big one because ecology is going to be the way that these cryptids relate to their environments and everything around them and how they themselves can interact with all of these other aspects of their environment. Essentially, it's what they do. And I think to make this a little clearer, we can look at a quick case study of perhaps the most famous cryptid. Right? The local Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the big hairy men that live out in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. So if we go into detail about their ecology, we can infer instantly a little bit because we know where they live. They live in the forests of the Pacific Northwest. So we can tell it's cold there, so they're very furry, so that's one aspect of their design that tells us about their location. But then we can also infer, and we know that because there are certain food sources abundant there, that they eat berries, seeds, people of the Pacific Northwest. These are all resources they can utilize that are found in their environments. What else do Bigfoot do? One other aspect of their ecology is they love to ride motorcycles. They love getting on their hogs and riding around. I mean, that's what you do in the Pacific Northwest. And so it would make sense to say that Bigfoot do the same. Of course, these are just a few aspects of their ecology. There can be hundreds, thousands of different pieces of the cryptid's ecology, but these are just a few of one of the more complex cryptids out there. With that being said, your assignment this week is you're going to design a new cryptid. Now make sure they're visually distinct, make sure that you describe where they're found, and make sure to describe their ecology, at least 3 different aspects of them. With that being said, I'm very happy to be back with you all and continue this semester out. Dr. and out.